What is up, fellas? It's me, the Silverback. Today, we're going for some hamstrings. It's Wednesday, I think, right? Okay, it's Wednesday. And we're gonna be doing some hamstrings. And oh goodness, that's so much better. There's so much salt on my windshield, it was disgusting. And it was so cold that my washer fluid froze the other day, so I couldn't even use it. And it says those things are rated to minus 30. My ass. I've never ever been able to use one when it's below like 10, ever. So, but
Maybe it's your part.
very possible. Very possible. But today we're looking to build some dense, curvaceous mass in that ass, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we'll roll with that. I'm locking that one in. We're gonna be looking at some leg curls, some RDLs, maybe some lunges. I don't know. You know, I'm feeling frisky. We're gonna see what happens. It's gonna be a good time, regardless. So, I was thinking about this the other day, which was yesterday, and nobody's really compiled a list of the most reliable motors ever made. And I'm talking minimum maintenance, longest, not necessarily power, not necessarily efficiency, but perhaps if they're quite overbuilt. And I think you can break that into various categories. As diesels go, probably the 12 valve Cummins. All you need to do really is kind of change where the oil dipstick is so it doesn't drip all over your stuff. That's free rust proofing though. And fix that cotter pin, or not cotter pin, that dowel pin, because that'll destroy your timing case. But other contentions for diesels, I guess, would be like the Ford 6.9 IDI, which is an international engine. Maybe the Power Stroke, but those have a lot of problems with exhaust gas temperatures, and they'll crack your valves or your cylinder heads. International DT360 or 444. Those are really well made, but they're super heavy. I think the 444 is like 1,500 pounds, and the 360 is like barely lighter. It's like 1,200. But those are tanks. Those are probably the most tank of all diesel engines, but they're not just out there that much. As for V8, it's the small block Chevy, no question. There's no arguments about it. You can maybe argue the Toyota, whatever their V8 is, I forget what it's called, but it's the small block Chevy's been made since the 50s. It's still being made today, sort of, with like the LS and the LT, which is essentially the same platform, and you can see them go for 500,000 miles. Like, so small block Chevy takes the cake in V8s. 6-cylinder, like V6, it's the GM 3800. Straight sixes, that's a good question though, because there's 4 really good contenders there. There's the Ford 300 straight six, which is overbuilt. It's got 6 head bolts per cylinder. It's timing gears instead of timing chains. Very, very, very torquey. Those are incredibly well made. Almost impossible to overheat. And if you do, it probably won't blow a head gasket because of that clamping force. Also, the Jeep or AMC 4.0 straight six. Same idea, but uses more traditional. I think there's either 10 or 12 head bolts, and it's chains instead of gears, but very, very well made motor. Dodge Slant 6, killer. Slow. Has cavitation issues with that single barrel carb. And if you've ever driven one, you'd notice like surges when you're trying to go flat out 225 slant 6. And then the Toyota 2JZ, which is that straight 6 super engine that always everybody says like, oh, my Super's got 1,000 horsepower. Sure it does, buddy. But if you don't mess with them, they're pretty tough. And then 4-bangers, there's a lot of good 4-bangers out there. There's a lot of good 4-bangers. This one in here, the Mazda 2.3 Duratec, killer. I've never had a single problem with it, other than the valve seat gaskets tend to go bad, so this one burns a little bit of oil, but like, listen man, if it's burning oil, it's got oil. That's what that means. And then there's the Chevy 2.2. That one's good. Honda makes a bunch of good ones. Toyota makes a bunch of good ones. 4-cylinders are a little bit harder to go wrong with, I guess. But yeah, that about does it for my list. That's what I was thinking about. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. But anyway, body weight is like 217, 218. Maybe like getting around there. Everybody's just gonna blow that light. That's sick. I love it when they do that. I'm starting to look a little bit chubby, I think, in my opinion. But as everyone knows, like, you're your own harshest critic or judge or something like that. What do they say?
You're your own worst critic.
Something like that, yeah. Pardon. And but I'm feeling strong. I don't have to worry about being in shape for a while. But we're locking in, eating our meals, getting our calories down, getting our workouts in, having a good time. Oh, shout out to IU for what is going to be remembered as one of the greatest college football seasons in history. I'm a Purdue grad, but I still got to give him credit. And Coach Sig is hilarious, so I like that too. But 16-0 is crazy. That QB sneak touchdown that Fernando Mendoza did was beyond crazy. That was awesome. The blocked punt for a return touchdown, holy crap, that was cool. I've never actually seen that before. I'm aware that's probably happened, but I'm not familiar with it. It was a good game. It was a good game, and it was a good season, and pretty cool. Living through modern history. Purdue is a basketball school. IU is a football school. Alabama kind of just sucks. It's a weird world we're living in. So, anyway, I will see you guys in probably 10 minutes because this traffic's looking rough, and we will hit some hamstrings. Okay, so I've leg curls on the Angry Red machine, and consequently I only have 100 pounds on here, and it's going to be pretty tough, especially going for like good squeezed eccentric movements. I could probably just like, brute force it pretty well, but that's not the goal here. So mounting this thing's always a huge ordeal. So. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Sweet Christmas. Oh, mercy. Oh my. Okay. That thing is hard. Oh, you know what else is hard? I dropped it down to 90 because Gosh. I may have to take the weight down further yet. Ow. Okay, see, that's why I get off it the other way. Ow. That was a good joke. Yeah. Oh, it's down to 70. 'Cause I'm a bitch. Here we go. Oh, I'm crippled. Hurts my back. Last one. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Kill the power. Turn the freaking camera off. Okay, so we got RDLs. I'm trying it with these Gym Reapers things, which are not supremely intuitive, but we're gonna try them anyway. Also doing a shitload of weight, and I can't catch my breath, but no matter. 110, so that's 220 total, which is nothing. My boy Ricky out there is doing 4-plate RDLs, no belt, so, but anyway, let's give it a shot. Okay, it wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. Whew. See how many more sets of that we can hammer out. The goal here is to not throw up. So far, it's proving to be a difficult goal. He's on his way to rob a liquor store. Drugs. It's my Glock 40. It's my problem solver. Okay. Might need to take the weight down for one more set, I think. We're hoping for like maybe 6 reps here before I vomit and pass out and die and crap my pants at the same time. I may just crap myself anyway. Oh, mercy. All right, so maybe I shouldn't have gone as heavy, or maybe I'm just cooked because 4 sets of leg curls will take it out anyone. All right. My ass crack is showing. I can feel it. Okay, I think we'll call that there. Well, I did some hips and abs off camera, but that about do it. I am dying. My head is pounding. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. My back hurts. My hamstrings are dying. I'm very thirsty. I hope you like my ponytail. Oh, didn't work out quads, but I still have like a very meager pump, which is kind of fun. It's really hard to show off hamstrings, especially when you're not like super cut, because there's so much fat in your thighs that blocks it all off. So I feel sensitive. Oh, sorry. If I had like my posing trunks on, you could see my cheeks. Not like my full cheeks. You know what I mean. Anyway. Ugh. Alright. That was one of the workouts of all time. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I think, for chest, which will be a little bit more exciting, I think. You know. Turn off the damn camera. Goodness.